Yeah, it was gonna happen. Hello, this is Jake, and today I'm unboxing this FTX Outback Fury Extreme. This is a 1/10 crawler, 4-wheel drive, and yeah, this has been a long time coming, me getting into these RC crawlers. I saw this one in Antics on, I think it was a week ago. I said to Martin, I said, put it by, I'll pick it up next Tuesday. And I did. So I picked this up yesterday. So this is a basically rolling chassis, but with all the op-ups on. If I spin it around, you can just see some of the stuff here. And on the top here, it says heavy duty metal transmission, axle gears, heavy duty steel telescopic center and front CVD drive shafts, CNC aluminium oil filled shock absorbers, CNC aluminium axle steering parts and shock mounts, carbon fiber chassis rails, which is pretty awesome, and adjustable battery tray, detailed scale body with tubular roll cage and LED light bar across the front here, and you got the lights there. I haven't seen a unboxing of this one on YouTube. I was looking. I mean, I had a week to pick this up and I wanted to see what, if anyone else had done an unboxing. I couldn't find one, so this could just be the first. So this is a fully done out chassis. I don't know much about RC crawlers, and this is probably my first FTX model. So this is just your basic roller chassis. You do not have your motor, all of that. ESC, you're all going to have to buy that separate. So that's exactly what I did. If I just show you, I picked up a Poison motor. These are exactly the same motors that I use in my Tamiya RC trucks, and should be plenty for this. I don't want this to be a race truck. I want it to be a crawler. I don't need it to be fast. So these motors are ideal. With the Tamiya trucks, these motors work perfect. With my Volvo I'm building, I use one of these in that, and you can literally walk with the truck at full throttle, so it's absolutely perfect for that. I also picked up a servo for the steering, because that's something else that is not included in this one, and a ESC, waterproof ESC, because this will be going through puddles and that. So got that one, and lastly, wasn't expecting to pick this up, but I found this one in the shop and I thought, yeah, I'll get that. Simple 6-channel, ideal for this thing. So I picked that one up. You can also get a digital version of this, which is, I also have one of these put by at the shop to pick up. And that's going to be for my landing craft and that I'm currently building. So yeah. Let's get out of the box and have a look and see what we got. So there it is in the flesh. We have 2 bags. So we got a different front bar, which basically gets rid of this bar here. And these got, there's a wire in there for connecting stuff up. Also the pinion and some screws and bits like that. I thought when I read this online that it didn't come with a pinion, so because I actually forgot the pinion, I was meant to pick one up, so that's good. I mean, I got a pinion, so I thought I forgot one. I got spare ones here, but it would have been nice to buy one for this. But it turns out it comes with one, so that's not a problem. Here's your detail part. So in here you have your snorkel, wipers, door handles. As you know, there's no door handles on the side there, so pretty cool. So you also get the manual, and this tells you every op-up that's on this truck. Let me just show you one of the pages. So there you go, there's a lot of the op-up parts. And it's not just the op-up parts, of course, there's other stuff. And there you go as well. And then, of course, you've got the bits in where they put the servo and that, I think. Yeah, there you go. Where to put the servo, your ESC and all that. which will come in handy because in a minute I will be fitting that stuff. So yeah, here it is. Nice soft suspension. There you go. Give you an idea. It rocks very nicely. Side to side, down, and then the back. Got the spare wheel on the back of it, which is very cool. I'm guessing that does come off. Yeah, it should just come off. The tyres are very nice and squishy, soft. They're not too soft, but they should be ideal for this. Let's have a look at the actual chassis, because I've not looked at it yet, to be honest. This is the first time for me as well. I was not feeling my best yesterday when I come home from the model shop, so I didn't really mess around with it too much. I did take 1 or 2 pictures for the Facebook page. There we go. And there's our chassis. So we got carbon fibre rails, carbon fibre battery tray, your lovely shock absorbers. There we go. I mean, you could opt to change them up, change the colours a bit. I probably won't. I'll see how they perform. We'll see what happens with it. I mean, this is ideal because my back garden is basically the Forester Dean. I can literally go any direction, 5-minute drive, and I'm right in the forest. So this thing's got to be absolutely ideal for that. Have a look underneath. So there's our axle boxes and that. Fit the servo on, which we'll have a look at in a bit. But yeah, that's looking good. We have our case here. I guess that's where the receiver goes. There's quite a bit of weight to it. I mean, it's not overly heavy. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how this thing performs. So what I've got to do is put it out on the table out in the dining room, and we'll start fitting some of the stuff. We probably won't fit the wipers and snorkel today just because my battery driver is not charged. But we'll fit the servo, get all that in, and hopefully have it running at the end of this video. Right, I'm here in the dining room now on the table, and first thing I want to get done is get the servo fitted. There's our ESC, we'll do that in a second. Detailed parts, we're going to need that because the screws are going to be in there. And here's our servo. So this is from eTronics, and this is a E8045 4.5 kg standard waterproof servo. Perfect for this one. Costs $10.99 from Antics. Everything here, I'll put a link in the description to the Antics store. It's where I pick up all my electronic stuff and servos. I picked up 1 or 2 over time online, but they've only been for little projects. In fact, I picked up some for the landing craft, and I ended up buying stuff from Antics anyway, because I wasn't sure if they's going to turn up in time. There's our poison motor. Maybe we should do the motor first. I just got to grab a scissors. Also, I'm filming this on my Samsung Galaxy S10, which I picked up about a week ago, yesterday. And in fact, when I saw this truck, and I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the camera and the filming on the camera. So hopefully the quality is better than the camera I was using. Right, let's get some of this stuff in front of us, and I'll get the manual out. We shall have a look at what we got to do. There's little screws on this table already. I'm guessing that's from one of my brother's projects. We will do the servo first, just because it seems to be the easiest to get to. I will apologise in advance because I have had a cold. I've not been very well for a couple of days. Which means we won't be taking this outside in the end of the video. I will set up some in the house. Right, let's have a look at our screws. Right, I just went to fit the servo and I realised I needed an Allen key, not a screwdriver. So, let's Okay, there we go. That is the servo fitted, as you can see here. So we just got to link it up underneath. The wire, well, it's wherever the ESC, I guess the ESC goes on the front here. So let's have a look underneath. Let's untie this. Okay, basically our servo mount here is on the wrong way. So I'd have to turn it around. And we go nowhere. Then that should just attach to our servo down here. Like that. I'm going to get some pressure on that somehow. And then we'll just get a screw in there. Okay, we got the servo in. That's all sorted. What I've got to do now is put the poison motor in place. To do that, I had to remove the battery housing here. And we also got to take this casing off around the gearbox. So I'll take that off and then we'll put the pinion on the motor and voila. Okay, done. There you go. See that working there. So what we've got to do is get our motor out, which should be fairly easy. There we go. And of course we need the pinion to place on it as well, which is here. So the pinion needs to go on like so. There we go. I did bring this Allen key up for that as well, because I thought we were going to need a smaller Allen key. There's our pinion. And then all we got to do is put the motor in like so, and just do up these screws, which I'm guessing are these two here. Better check the time as well, because I've got a busy day ahead of me. Every day's a busy day for me, unfortunately. I never get much rest. And I've lost the Allen key, there we go. Okay, I fitted the motor. Now, one thing I did notice, there's no play. And you do just want a little bit of play in when you fit these motors. Only a tiny little bit. So what I've got to do is just get it so it rocks just a little bit. That's what I found out a while back when I done the one of my Tamiya cars. I think that should be it. You don't want to just wedge these two gears together, the pinion with the main gear. Yeah, that is just a tiny little bit of play. What do we need to do now? We need to put the casing back on, which is fairly simple. Goes on like that. Okay, I'm back. Unfortunately, my phone, the battery died. So I have had to resort to go back to my handheld camcorder. However, it would be great to see the quality difference. So when I'm editing this video, I will see which is better. But as far as we got, so the motor's fitted. I did just bring the battery in because we're nearly ready to give it a run, a bit of a play. This is a 5300 milliamp battery, a little bit too big for the battery casing. The wires on the end pinching a little bit. Now, I put 3001 in there. I think that should still be plenty for what we need. I got the controller out, new controller, and we got the receiver right here. So what I'm going to do is stick this in place now. The receiver is going here. I've removed this casing off camera. Here you go. So we'll put the receiver in and then use this double-sided sticky foam stuff. Very good. And that should just go in like that. There we go, perfect size. And then of course, before we put this casing on, I'm going to have to see what controls what. The controller needed 4 AA batteries. I got them. I always keep the AA batteries and AAA in the shed. Make sure I got plenty on standby if I ever need them. The ESC is going to go right here. See that white square there, and all we do is just remove the white. There we go, and that should hold in place. Now, I did find when I done this with the TTO2 chassis, this did come out of place eventually, but that was a car that was being raced around a car park, bumps and all sorts, top speed it and stuff. So I don't think this ESC is going to really move. The switch, I can't find a place to pull it, so I've put some of the sticky stuff on the side here. Now that should hold this switch in place. However, I will get a zip tie on it. I will put a zip tie down here and hold it in place, but it is out of the way of danger, and that should be fine for there for now. If I have to move it after today, I can, because that sticky stuff will just come up, but that's not a problem. But yeah, I couldn't really find a place to pull it, like actual housing, and there's nothing in the manual about it. So that's going to go there for now. Make sure it's in place. So what we need to do now is turn it on and try it out. Let's plug the motor in. So yellow goes to red, like that, and blue goes to wherever the other wire is, the black. There we go. Sorted. The aerial's got to go up for the casing. We'll do that in a minute. Servo for steering usually goes in. I've got to remember now. I'll get this all out in a minute. Let's plug the receiver in. I'm going to have to untangle these wires because they got to go in the casing down here. So once they're in the casing, let's try enough to open it up. Okay, after about an hour of work, we ran into an issue. Where is it? So this Poison motor I bought is 40. I plugged it in, got it all ready to run and everything, and it was just making a whining sound. Did not sound healthy at all. And yeah, it's 40 basically. So what I've had to do, unfortunately, is put a standard Tamiya motor in it of one of my race cars, of my TTO1 chassis. And yeah, that's a shame really, because it is going to be way too powerful. But for the purpose of this video, to get it running, I thought, well, we'll get it fitted. I'll finish off this video with it. But yeah, so I've left the casing off for all this wiring because it would not be going out until I get a new motor for that fitted. So all we got to do now is put the shell on. Everything's set up, the controller's working. I did just do a test. So I put the shell back on now. And we can have a little bit of a play around the house. Obviously the power's got to be way too much for what I want. I just know it. Because those motors are quite powerful. Ideal for the race cars, but not for a truck like this, not even for the RC trucks. Which asks the question, why do Tamiya keep supplying those motors with their 1/14 scale trucks? But saying that, I do have to praise them a little bit, because with the Volvo FH16 they did change the motor, I believe. I had the truck here, I can't remember. I remember seeing a different motor. But there we go. Right, let's put it on the floor and have a look. Okay, we got the truck running, and I'm pretty sure my dog Bella here is not going to be too impressed. How's it, girl? Don't like the RC stuff. I'm sure she'll go outside there and play. But seems to be more powerful at reverse. I don't know why. But yeah, that motor's just way too powerful. But anyway, what I've got to do is set up some obstacles, and we'll just see how good this suspension is. Right, first test, cushion. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Right, let's see if we get that a look on the rear suspension. Yeah, look at that. Okay, this might be a bit over ambitious, but we'll try it. I have to say as well, my mum would probably kill me if she saw me using her cushions like this. Let's try it anyway. That's impressive. I do like that. Let me just turn it around so we can do a return journey. I would have to say as well, I would like to change, maybe customise the steering, make it a little bit tighter. That could be something we can look at later on. That's fantastic. I'm really happy with that. You know, that's quite a steep incline made out of cushions. Yeah, it was gonna happen. Okay, so there we go. Let me just turn it off. The switch is still in place, so that's good. There we go. So this cheap controller, I mean this controller is what, £50? I'll put a link in the description, but absolutely ideal for this. You don't need anything else really. It is meant for airplanes. That's why that sticks like that. I use it back to front, so I use this as throttle and this as steering. Works fine. And this is purely for this truck. But no, I'm really impressed. I mean, we had a little bit of trouble getting now with the motor and everything, but these things happen. It's the first time I've had a 14 motor, but never mind. This truck is brilliant. You know, putting those cushions up there, I was like, right, this is see how good it is. And it went happen. Apart from getting stuck at the bottom, but you know, it was simple. No, I'm really, really pleased with this truck. So I'll get the motor fitted, the new motor, and make it a bit smoother. Obviously the true test is going to be taking it for the forest. I will be taking it out in a couple of days. I would have took it out today, but I'm still getting over a cold. I don't want to make it worse. Some of it was dangling from the bottom, and I'm not too sure what it was, but I'll have a look at that later. But yeah, so this is the Outback Fury Extreme from FTX. Highly recommend it. I did have a little crash, bent the wing mirror over, but these things can be sorted. So yeah, I'll get other stuff fitted to it, and we'll see it in a later video. So thank you all for watching. Please give me that like. Please subscribe if you want to see more on this lovely truck. And I will be going out with some friends who got some of these trucks as well. Hopefully we'll do a bit of a challenge of some sort. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I shall see you all soon. Bye for now.